Istanbul is a teeming metropolis with 17 million people. It's a transcontinental city straddling the Bosphorus Strait, with most of the city in Europe and the suburbs in Asia. The Bosphorus Strait runs between the Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara. The city contains incredible architecture and a very colorful culture. Living among the hustle and bustle are dogs. Thousands of dogs. They peacefully coexist with the street vendors. These dogs are being cared for by someone. They built them a nice shelter. They're well fed. They're clean. They've been spayed and neutered by the government, and they've been vaccinated. This system has been in place in Istanbul for years. The animals live in the street. They're treated with respect. The animals are not obtrusive at all. The people live, the animals live, and for the most part, until an animal gets sick or injured, things go pretty well for them. Don't forget the cats. There's thousands and thousands of them too. They're also peacefully coexisting. The sights and sound of the city are all around you. This is a tower built in the year 300. This is the Hagia Sophia. It was built in 320. Still standing, still functioning. It used to be a religious site. Now it's a museum. And this cat seems to think she runs the place. She followed us on our tour, and at the end of the tour, she went back to her perch. These are the feeding station for some cats. Someone's put a towel out for this cat. Overall, the people of Istanbul seem to be very kind, and they're caring for their animals. They all live in peace. The volunteers assemble in town, get ready to cross over to Asia, where they will feed the dogs in the forest. They'll make about 20-some stops during the day. We joined them for about half of those stops. I thought that a truckload of raw meaty bones was a lot, and then these guys showed up with a big truck full. They just put the meat out into the forest, and the dogs come and happily eat. Someone feeds these animals 6 days a week. Let's just take a moment to listen to the sights and sounds of a forest feeding.
Babama torbalarını falan alalım. Arkada kova var. Kovayı alalım. Öyle olsun. Boş durmasın kimse. Dağınık çökün.
These concrete troughs have been built in the woods to provide water to the animals. The feeders are very kind. They stop, they give affection to the animals. This guy wanted a little more attention, so she stopped, gave him another pet. It's actually very heartwarming to see how the people care for him. This dog has an injury requiring some medical attention. They very carefully and gently take care of him.
Tamam. Yapıyor. Yapacak bir şey yok. Dağıtın. Aşağı çek. Sen ver küçük bari. Gel. Gel. Gel bakalım. Al, bir şey olmaz. Gel.
The dogs gather around for their attention and affection. This dog got lucky and was adopted. This dog tried to talk Tom into adopting him. Very happy to see people. They're standing water and they play and they drink. It gets a little harder in the summer when they have to haul water out to them. This was just an extemporaneous market. The woman was making flatbread, selling sandwiches, selling fruits and vegetables. These dogs, that's our driver, and these dogs are running after us from the feeding station before. They've left their food behind because they want to see us. They want to see the people. They want to interact. And that's sad because really the dogs are domesticated. They want to live with people. See how happy they are? Here comes some up from the next feeding station. They're all going to join us. And it's just as much about the communication with people as it is about the food. Next, we headed out to the Black Sea. These young girls have their feeding schedule. They go out and visit these dogs. These dogs have been left here by the government. That's how all the dogs end up in the forest and just out in the countryside. If somebody complains about them being around their home, the government shelter goes out and gets them. They get too full. They do not believe in euthanasia, so they spay and neuter, they vaccinate, and they just turn.
They're more interested in seeing you. They want to be with people.
These dogs didn't make out too well. There's not much here for them.
He take care of this dog for 3 years, but he's taken from city and left there by the government, unfortunately.
Yeah. And he's been here for 3 years?
Yeah.
Aw.
There's nothing here.
No, there's nothing here for him.
The one at the behind, it's the same. They were living in city with people, but people called the government, and we don't want these dogs in front of our houses, and they picked them and left here.
Put them here. Lovely. And now here they are.
He always fighting with people.
Yeah, oh, I know that very well. Hi, Guy. Hi, Guy. How doing?
There are dozens of groups throughout the greater Istanbul area that donate their time and resources to make sure that the dogs and cats have at least the bare minimum. And it's back to the city to enjoy a memorable meal with Semra and Ahmet. Semra is the lovely lady who makes the beaded necklaces placed on each dog to wish them safe travels. Pension is where the animals that we receive are prepared for overseas travel. This is where we met the 4 dogs that we brought over. We met Marshall, Claire, Jones, my personal favorite, and Shelby. They were all excited to meet us. There are hundreds of dogs here at the pension, all breeds, all shapes, all sizes. They're all being cared for in hopes of finding a new owner or rescue to take them. When Edna, Ahmed, and Tony find a dog, a golden, that they want to send overseas, this is where they take them.
Oh, you're very pretty.
Let's just take a look and listen to the
Are you
sights
the
and
boss?
sounds of the pension for a
Are you
while.
the boss
There are
here?
hundreds
Are
of
you?
dogs. It's a
And you're
noisy
not the
place.
boss. You're just a baby. Yeah, you're nice babies. And there's a golden. And
This dog adopted Tom. Stuck by his side the whole time we were there. This little fuzzy-faced one is the one that I really wanted to bring home. The specific breeds have a better chance, and the hope is that we can locate more all-breed rescues to take some of these wonderful mixed breed dogs and give them the home that they deserve. After touring the facility, we had Turkish tea and pastries. Good conversation on a beautiful day, and just a chance to rest and catch up. This is Edna, Ahmet, and Tony, taken in Tony's lovely backyard. These three are responsible for making all the arrangements to get these dogs to the United States. We visited a private rescue where some animal lovers are doing their best to provide food and shelter for these stray dogs. They have taken in a lot of injured, deformed, sick. They're doing their best, but this is not a very happy segment of the video. Tony, Ahmet, and Edna visit this facility regularly to find the golden retrievers that need to come into their care and be transferred to the United States. I will just let the video run so that you can get an idea for yourself what we encountered. It does a lot to testify for these animals and how much help they need. There is a desperate need for an all-breed rescue to step up and take some of these animals that so desperately need help. None of these animals will be purposely euthanized. They do not believe in euthanization. And so whatever misery they're living in, they have to live in. Only we can help.
but yet, how far does this go back? How far does this go back? Hi, kids.
Yok. Problem yok. Problem yok.
Yeah. Hi, kids.
Süper.
Yeah.
Güzel.
Nice Christ, honey. Hi, baby. I know you wanted to see us really bad, didn't you? God, there's more. My God, honey.
The facility goes back further than I could see. They offered to open the gate for us, but I frankly had seen all I needed to. This little sweetheart kept appearing before me. He wanted to go home with me so badly. This golden retriever has horrible skin problems. The hope is that they'll be able to pull him from this rescue, get him over to the pension, and prepare him for life in a new country. This is the construction site for a new government animal care facility. It is huge. We visited a government facility and it was actually very nice, very well kept. We were met at the gate by an armed guard. Our passports were taken and we signed a paper agreeing to something. We were not allowed to photograph while we were there. But what happens, even though the facility is very nice, there are so many dogs that they get full, and so they take them out into the countryside and let them go. I will give them this. They spay and neuter them and give them all their shots and tag their ear before they're let go. Istanbul is a very old city. This is the street approaching our apartment. It's very steep and it was a workout getting to and from our apartment. This is the stairway going down to it. It is ancient. After our workout, we can enjoy our view overlooking the Bosphorus.
Right?
They arrive at the airport by truck. They're all clean, ready to go. We'll take a little time to exercise them before they have to get into their crate and go on their long plane journey.
You've all had baths, I see. You look pretty.
Bu altılık zaten.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yani
This is the baby. This is the baby. That's Marshall.
At this point, Edna attaches their special necklace that Semra made to ensure they have a safe journey. Now we're all leashed up and going to go for a walk. give them their one last
Okay.
exercise before going into their crate and getting ready to go into the airplane. Jones was so overwhelmed when he entered the airport he just couldn't walk. So we improvised and made him a stroller. He liked it. He felt like the king. They're unruffled after their 11.5-hour journey. They are just patiently waiting to be let out of their crate. Normal, happy, golden retrievers, anxious to start their new life.